CarMax is in deep trouble. Sales have plunged, profits have collapsed, and operational costs keep climbing. The CEO has now been forced out, triggering a 24% drop in the company's stock value. No matter how you spin it, the latest quarter was disastrous. Nash's firing on November 6, 2025, followed a devastating earnings report exposing rising loan losses and slow sales. Shares fell 24% in a single day, hitting their lowest level since 2012. Investors fled as the company revealed it needed far more reserves to handle defaults, especially among subprime buyers. But the roots of this crisis run far deeper, revealing how CarMax's dedication to openness collided with an industry that rewards shortcuts and concealment. CarMax was born in 1993 from the leadership of Circuit City in Richmond, Virginia. They saw the used car market as a swamp filled with haggling, hidden fees, and untrustworthy vehicles. Their solution was radical fixed prices, full transparency, detailed reports on every scratch and service record, and no pushy negotiations. Customers loved it. By 1997, when CarMax went public, the company had expanded across states and was praised by families who finally felt safe purchasing a used vehicle. But as years passed, the same honesty that made CarMax a giant now makes it vulnerable. People have grown tired of paying inflated prices. As dealership insiders point out, many customers have openly said they paid $5,000 to $8,000 more for the same model at CarMax compared to local competitors, because there's no negotiating in their no-haggle system. Through the 1990s and 2000s, CarMax grew steadily by sticking to its principles. Their pricing was based on constant market data scans, ensuring consistency nationwide. Employee promotions were based on customer satisfaction, not sales quotas. By 2025, CarMax had over 240 stores and dominated the American used car landscape. Technology played a huge role. Throughout the 2000s, the company invested millions into digital inventory systems, online vehicle histories, and accurate appraisal tools. By 2016, they had a seamless online-to-store buying process. Tech spending reached nearly $200 million per year, making CarMax as much a data company as a retailer. This built customer trust and earned them top satisfaction rankings in 2018 and 2019. But their transparent algorithms had a downside. When the economy started shifting, interest rates rising, wages stagnating, markets cooling, CarMax couldn't hide mistakes the way competitors could. Data dashboards showed warning signs in mid-2024 inventory sitting for over 70 days, overpriced acquisitions, and a widening $1,400 gap between buying and selling prices. Subprime loans made up nearly 40% of financing at interest rates around 23%, with rising defaults threatening the entire model. Key cities like Houston and Cleveland saw major spikes in delinquencies. Data teams issued repeated warnings as early as September 2024, predicting billions in losses if nothing changed. Leadership ignored them. Staff morale plummeted. Board meetings devolved into arguments. Lenders demanded tighter financial controls, but adjustments never came. The corporate culture fractured. Then came the breaking point. In August 2025, CarMax announced a brutal $5.2 billion write-down. inventory devaluations and loan loss reserves combined. Falling used car prices meant many vehicles could only be sold at massive losses. A $27,000 model, suddenly worth only $22,000, forced huge accounting corrections. High-interest loan defaults amplified the financial hit. Transparency became a liability. CarMax's honest accounting revealed a collapse that competitors concealed. Wall Street panicked. Shares fell another 13% immediately. The board removed Nash and installed interim leaders David McCreight and Thomas Folliarard. Rumours of investigations swirled. Analysts downgraded the stock to sell, openly wondering whether being truthful was a disadvantage in a deceptive marketplace. Meanwhile, families felt the real-world impact. For example, John, a 44-year-old plumber from Indiana, bought a $34,500 F-150 at a staggering 22.7% APR. When work slowed, he missed payments, and by summer 2025, the truck was repossessed, leaving him with no vehicle, no mobility, and no work. Nationwide auto delinquencies reached 15-year highs, with subprime defaults near 10%. Fitch Ratings reported a 27% jump in repossessions and warned that over 3 million vehicles could be seized. CarMax's transparency highlighted risks others hid, but it didn't shield everyday Americans from the pain. Meanwhile, Carvana benefited from accounting loopholes. A January 2025 Hindenburg research investigation exposed how the Garcia family, Carvana's owners, shifted risky loans to related companies like DriveTime and Bridgecrest. By selling subprime loans internally at face value, Carvana appeared healthier than it was. Nearly $1 billion in loans were shifted in 2024 alone, propping up earnings through accounting smoke and mirrors. The entire dealer network feels the strain. Manufacturers like Ford flooded lots with unsold inventory, boosting national supply to 1.8 months and squeezing dealers with interest-heavy floor plan loans. State attorney generals in New York, Illinois, and California launched investigations into allocation practices and financing abuses. If lawsuits escalate, the entire auto financing chain could collapse. Right now, Wall Street rewards illusions, while millions of consumers wrestle with sky-high auto loans and rapidly depreciating vehicles. CarMax's downfall illustrates a wider reality in America's used car market. Honesty gets punished while deception thrives. If this continues, the next crisis won't just be financial. It will destroy public trust entirely, leaving families stranded while insiders walk away unscathed. The auto industry meltdown isn't coming. It's already here. And CarMax may be the first casualty of a system where truth is treated as a liability.